Good morning. It's Sober Sunrise. It's July 30th, Wednesday. Almost another month done in 2025. Unbelievable. All right. It's 6:56 a.m. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're listening to this. Oh, before I forget, please hit the like button. Go ahead. Hit the like. Yeah, now. Yeah. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Done? Okay. Let's read today's daily reflection. My name's Brent. I'm an alcoholic. Today's called Giving Back. July 30th. He has struck something better than gold. He may not see at once that he has barely scratched a limitless lode which will pay dividends only if he mines it for the rest of his life and insists on giving away the entire product. Yo, that's what's up. Alcoholics Anonymous, Big Book, page 129. My part of the seventh tradition means so much more than just giving money to pay for the coffee. It means being accepted for myself by belonging to a group. For the first time, I can be responsible because I have a choice. I can learn the principles of working out problems in my daily life by getting involved in the business of AA. By being self-supporting, I can give back to AA what AA gave to me. Giving back to AA not only ensures my own sobriety, but allows me to buy insurance that AA will be here for my grandchildren. Hell yeah. All right, I like this one. It's about the seventh tradition. So most of July was about the seventh step. Then we get to the last few days, and it's going to be the seventh tradition, that all groups should be self-supporting and autonomous and declining all outside contributions. That's the tradition. So that's what this is about our purpose, or our part in making sure that all the groups stay self-supporting, declining outside contributions. And that's done by putting money in the basket, but it's also done in other ways. So, let's go back to the top. He has struck something better than gold. So, obviously this was taken out of part of another reading, another part of the book. And again, it's about the tradition of keeping the groups autonomous. And this is a good analogy. He struck something better than gold. He may not see at once that he's barely scratched a limitless lode, which will pay dividends only if he mines it for the rest of his life and insists on giving away the entire product. So you do have to mine this one for your entire life. And at least at first, it's every day of your life. That's my suggestion. Telling yourself every day, going over step one every single day. I'm powerless over alcohol. My life has become unmanageable. Basically, I need help. Reminding yourself every day of that is mining this limitless lode every day. And then remembering that being of service is how we pay our tax, so to speak. And then it'll pay dividends if he mines it for the rest of his life and insists on giving away the entire product. When you're given, or when you achieve recovery, when you achieve sobriety, when you achieve that moment of the obsession being lifted and no longer having that be something that you struggle with every day, that's when you realize that this has worked and is working. But you don't keep it. You have to give it away. You don't keep it for yourself. You've got to give it out and give it away completely. Because in another reading we read, in order to keep it, you have to give it away. And it seems counterintuitive, but we're speaking in abstractions and analogies here. So we're talking about a feeling. We're not talking about something tangible that you can hold in your hand. We're talking about a feeling of peace and joy and recovery. And if you want to keep those feelings, you have to give those feelings away. You have to give them to someone else who needs them. And you'll still have them. Giving them away means sharing them. It doesn't mean that you no longer have it. So it's very important. And it's what keeps me going. It's what keeps me waking up every morning and doing this silly video that no one's watching. But hey, you never know. Maybe someone will someday. All right, back to the bottom of, or the second section. My part of the seventh tradition means so much more than just giving money to pay for the coffee. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So much more than just putting $1 in the basket or $5 in the basket once a week. It's a lot more than just that. I mean, that's helpful. Do that if you can. If you can do that, continue doing that. But there's more to it than just that. It means being accepted for myself by belonging to a group. You know, once you've gotten to that point where you're starting to really see the promises come true, you're part of a group now. If you've been going to the same meetings on a regular basis, you know people's names now, you know a little bit about them. Maybe you've joined the business meeting and you have a service position. You're starting to get to know people. You're part of the group. You're part of the group of drunks. And for some people, it might be like, how did I get here, right? How did I become a part of this group? But embrace it. It's what's working. It's working. So don't second guess it. You might not look like the people in the group. You might not sound like the people in the group. Doesn't matter, because that's all surface level nonsense. Deep down, we're all the same. We're all just trying to be free of the obsession to drink and use drugs and other things. And we're all human beings. We're all made of light, wearing skin suits, and that's all that matters. For the first time, I can be responsible because I have a choice. That's pretty amazing. For some of us, it truly is the first time. Especially the people that I'm seeing that are really young that are getting into recovery. That's amazing. I can learn the principles of working out problems in my daily life by getting involved in the business of AA. That's what I mean by joining the business group. So AA groups have what's called a business meeting once a month, or sometimes less frequently, maybe it's once a quarter. And that's where they go over the business of AA. They go over the accounting. How much money did we bring in? How much money do we have to pay out? Do we have extra? Are we coming up short? You know, that kind of stuff. And they go over service positions. They're usually positions that are, some of them are sort of informal elections. Some of the big ones like treasurer, secretary, stuff like that, you have to have certain amounts of time of sobriety before you can want to do some of those really important jobs. But the ones like making coffee, being a greeter, you know, stuff like that, they usually come up for new cycles of people every month or so. So if you're like, all right, I've been coming to this meeting for a couple months, I'm going to check out the business meeting, and they're like, hey, we need, it's time to check in on these service positions. Coffee maker. Do you want to continue doing your role, or does anyone else want to step up and do that? And you can be like, yeah, I'd like to do that. And there's several types of roles you can do with limited time of sobriety under your belt. But the big ones do require usually 6 months or a year of sobriety before they'll give you that position. I mean, you're handling money for a group. They're not gonna hand that over to someone with 5 weeks of sobriety under their belt. So that's the business of AA. You can learn a lot about how to run your own. If you've never run your own budget before and like kept to a budget, you can learn a lot just by checking that out and like talking to the treasurer. Hey, I've never done this before. Can you teach me a little bit about? I want to get better at money. Can you teach me a little bit? It's a good place to learn something that's a tangible, real life skill. By being self-supporting, I can give back to AA what AA gave to me. Yeah, so since we're no longer spending hundreds of dollars a week or a month on our drug of choice, alcohol or actual drugs, we can now be responsible. And maybe we have a little bit extra. And we can start to give that back. But also, we're now self-supporting, and we need to understand that like there's a lot of other ways that we can suddenly go from one problem to another. I've seen people with extra money all of a sudden get into things like sports gambling and stuff right on their phone and stuff like that. So just because you have extra money all of a sudden because you're not buying drugs and alcohol, you still have to be responsible with that, because you can get yourself into other kinds of problems. I can give back to AA what AA gave to me. Giving back to AA not only ensures my own sobriety, but allows me to buy insurance that AA will be here for my grandchildren. I don't know, I bumped on one word there. Giving back to AA not only ensures my own sobriety, it doesn't ensure anything. It's not guaranteed. You still have to work for it. Just putting $1 in the basket or $5 in the basket or whatever, or showing up for a business meeting does not guarantee your sobriety. That's still a choice you have to make every day. So that decision still is yours 100% of the time. But I get what it's saying. Giving back to AA not only increases the odds of my own sobriety, but allows me to buy insurance that AA will be here for my grandchildren. Yeah, I mean, AA's been around for what is it now? 79 years? Is it 80 years yet? I don't remember exactly when it's started, but hopefully it'll be around for another 80 years. And we have to keep supporting even small groups, because the small groups every group starts as a small group. That huge meeting you go to now started with 2 people. So if you see a small group, support them too. And hopefully it will be around for our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren and their grandchildren. Yeah, that's all I got today. So thanks for watching. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We need those likes and the subscriptions and the comments, because the algorithm needs to know the people are watching. So if you watch the video, hit the like. Come on, you can do it. And yeah, more people will get to see it that way. If you know someone who could benefit from something like this, share it with them. That's all I ask for today. I gotta run, gotta go to get ready for work. Got a big day today. So thank you again. Appreciate you. If you've made it this far, whoever you are and wherever you are and whenever you're listening to this, you are enough and you are important, and you can do this. You can get to the life that's waiting for you. It's there. It wants you to grab it. It wants you to live the life that you're meant to live. So do the hard work now, and it'll pay off in the future. You are loved, and you are supported, and you are enough, and you can do this. I believe in you. If I can do it, you can do it. That's all I got. Have a great day. I love you all. I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.